changes. Look. Change of set, change of height, and you know what? This is how I think this was always meant to look. I really like it. I think I should get closer though. Maybe. Right, see, oh, that's a lot better.
Well, hello, people of the internet beyond. Today you are getting a much promised video. 42 true facts about salt. So, let's dive right in. Number 1. Never orphan the salt. And I don't mean by Batman orphan. I feel like that might be insensitive. But what I mean is salt and pepper are married, and that's fact number 2. Salt and pepper are married, so you're never supposed to take the salt away from the pepper. So, that's interesting. Back at Thanksgiving time, I was put in charge of filling up Mr. Pilgrim Man and Mrs. Pilgrim Woman because they are both salt and pepper shakers. What I did not realize is that this is actually the salt shaker, this is the pepper shaker, but I figured this is more white on it, must be salt, this is more brown on it, must be pepper. But you can probably see that it has 3 holes, and this has 2 holes. Put the salt in here, the pepper in here. But what I learned is salt is always in the shaker with more holes. And the best thing to do is you have no idea how fast the salt is going to come out, because sometimes it'll come out like this.
And that's a lot of salt. I don't really want to waste that salt.
There we go, salt. It'll go out fast. So what you do is you pour a little bit in your hand first, and to gauge the speed and such. But we know which one salt comes in, and how to put salt on your food. But when do you? Well, of course not before you taste the food. Never, ever put salt on your food before tasting it. Not only is it rude, it's also a bad idea because you could put way too much salt on there. It's like fries, and you can actually see absolutely no salt, which you should always taste at least one fry first. Maybe they're the best fries, you don't want to taint them with salt. I don't know. You can put salt on your coaster when you're in a restaurant or having dinner to keep the drink from sticking to the coaster. There's a common misconception that Roman soldiers were paid with salt. Number 8, they were actually guarded the salt roads leading to Rome. Number 9 and 10. Salt was very expensive in the Middle Ages, and because of this, it was referred to as white gold. Number 11. Quality sea salt must contain essential body minerals, according to the USDA, or it's not considered sea salt. It's considered just salt. Number 12. You can eat too much salt and you can die. Number 13, 1 grain of salt per kilogram of body weight is a lethal dose. And number 14, if we drink too... What was that? Number 14, if we drink too much water, we could flush all the salt out of our system, killing us. So I guess everything in moderation. Number 15, doing that is called hyponutremia. Yeah, that's... Number 16, bars of salt were actually used as currency in pre-20th century Ethiopia. It's not called Ethiopia then. I do not know what it was. In the geology world, salt is referred to as halite. In the scientific and chemistry world, it is referred to as sodium chloride. The atomic symbol, kind of, not really symbol, but what the heck is that?
I never have my phone on not silent, so I was getting text, and I'm never used to hearing that text tone. So,
yeah, it's referred to as NaCl. Now, number 19 is over 14,000 known uses. Number 20 it is sometimes referred to as the fifth element. Watermelon, air melon, earth melon, fire melon, salt melon, the 5 elements. Number 21, salt was used as a preservative. 22, salt is used to de-ice highways. Number 23, the earliest known reference to salt was in the book of Job in the Bible. Lot's wife looked back on Sodom and turned into a pillar of salt. 24, Jesus called his disciples the salt of the earth. 25, Judas knocks over the salt with his elbow in Da Vinci's Last Supper. Number 26, this is why salt is sometimes associated with treachery. Number 27, if you throw a pinch of salt over your left shoulder, you're supposed to blind the devil trying to steal your soul or something like that. So, just blinded him. For my next couple of facts, I'm going to have to bring in my good friend, Dr. Wallace Wallace. Hello, I'm Dr. Wallace Wallace, and you cannot have nerve impulses without salt. And you can't move water throughout your body without salt. Number 29, without salt you can get reflux, and it is commonly called acid reflux, but it is not actually acid reflux, but it is due to lack of acid in your body. Number 30, salt can prevent heat stroke and overheating and any heat-related problems. In fact, thousands of people died in Chicago during a large heat wave in, I believe, 1995, because they were on a salt-restricted diet. It's all true. Trust me, I'll show you the sources. Number 32. Celiac disease is partly caused by not having enough salt in your system. So, number 33. You cannot digest gluten without salt. So, recommend to eat a little bit more salt, because not only does it taste good for your body, keeps you from dying from heat stroke, can also help you digest gluten. Thank you, and good night. Number 34, salt is hygroscopic, which means it attracts water. Number 35, salt is a renewable resource.
Number 36 is very interesting. If all the ocean's salt was spread evenly on all the land and surface in all the world, it would be 500 feet thick, all the way around. That's all the land mass there is. I'm not sure if that includes the Arctic, because that's technically ice. We'll have to see it anyway. If you put the salt on it, it would melt the ice and all that.
This is a thinker. Number 37, salt mines is a great place to store special items. Like, it's where they keep a lot of original reels of movies and stuff like that. Keeps the humidity out of there because it is hygroscopic. So it's very interesting. In China, eating lots of salt is a form of torture and suicide. Salt actually lowers the freezing temperature of water. Number 40, if you are stuck in the middle of the ocean, do not drink the salt water, because you will, of course, die because too much salt. You'll die of dehydration quicker because salt is hygroscopic. The best thing to do is to catch some fish and drink the blood of the fish and sea turtles. Number 41, gargling hot salt water can soothe a sore throat and get you to bring your voice back quicker. I wrote all these down when I lost my voice last week. And number 42, salt is basically the meaning of life. Okay, it's very useful, necessary for life, tastes great. It's just the most basic thing that we need other than water and oxygen. So, those were 42 true facts about salt. Why did the salt get the restraining order? Because he was being assaulted. Ha ha ha. Sorry that I'm peppering you with puns. Ha 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 ha.